Welcome to Zero Racing's race number 2 from round 4 at Sonoma. This is the weekday round, and, well, it's only a 10-car grid. It's the reverse order of the last race, so let's kick this. Michael Magasevich starting from pole does not get a very good getaway, and Mark Klapzool takes the lead in the BMW. Magasevich also going off at corner 1. That's going to cause problems. So Klapzool getting way out in front. Good news for the Red Bull BMW team. Magasevich still holding second against Quintus Gillespie. Alessio DeBonis is in there. And basically everyone back to 10th place, to be quite honest. He is the cork in the bottle. Where will it end? Looks like in this corner here. Quintus Gillespie going down the inside. Oh, no, he holds it. He holds it. Oh, no, there he goes through. And DeBonis should be next through very quickly. Yep, as he gets a little bit wide in the S's. Rick Martel, Wes Stokes, Carl Raggio, Martin Lauer, Mike Mark, James Monds, basically the entire... Oh, contact! Rick Martel and Magasevich's contact, they go off. Wes Stokes also off in the background. Not sure if he got caught up in that same incident. These are two disconnected cars that will just stick on the grid. Mark Klapzool leading the way. He's got a pretty nice lead over Quintus Gillespie in the Mercedes, and then the Audis of DeBonis and Raggio. Oh, and Raggio having a moment there, and he's off the track. Looks like he'll rejoin behind Magasevich and probably Martel. Maybe right at the back. Yep, right at the back. Stokes getting through. So Gillespie in second. DeBonis in third. Fourth for Martin Lauer. Oh, as Mike Mark goes off. Jason Monds is going to inherit 5th place off of that. Mark gets back going in 6th ahead of Magasevich, Martel, Stokes, and Raggio. Battle for 7th here between Martel and Magasevich heading into the final hairpin. Looks like Martel's setting up for the move, and yep, Magasevich doesn't really particularly fight, although the cutback is actually going to get the Audi back ahead. In the meantime, Raggio looks like he may have made the move for 9th place stick. Not quite. Stokes actually retains as well, so double passing attempts on the hairpin, but no change in position. Klapzool's still leading. This is one of his, I believe, longer leads he's had this season. Been out in front since basically the start. Could we see a BMW victory? It would be their first of the season. Gillespie under some big pressure as DeBonis is coming on strong, as well as Martin Lauer. And I have to imagine that race 1 leader Jason Monds should be in the fight as well. They're in the blue Mercedes. At the back there, looked like Raggio making a move on Wes Stokes. We'll see if that's stuck. Into the treacherous turn 2. Nothing yet. Gillespie still holding. This is 3 Mercedes and 1 Audi battling over 2nd position. And Raggio has indeed made the move stick on Stokes as well as Martel. Martel and Stokes squabbling over 9th place. Looks like Martel for now is going to retain that. Big battle here for 2nd, though, is where the interest has to be. You feel Gillespie, who was the lowest finishing down of these cars in race 1, is the slowest. He doesn't seem to quite have the smoothness of the cars behind him. He's a little more ragged. But he is hanging on for now, and Martin Lauer going for the outside on DeBonis. I don't really think that there's a play there. But in the meantime, I think everyone's forgotten about Jason Monds, who's coming on the inside. Doesn't look like he's got a position yet, but he is going to be in this fight, and that buys Gillespie a little bit of time. He's got a little bit of space, and they are rapidly catching the leader, Mark Klapzul. Mark Lonely in 6th, followed by Raggio, Martel, Stokes. Magasevich appears to have made a mistake and has fallen back to the back of the pack again. He was the pole sitter for this race, but it's not been going terribly well for him. But we have 5 cars that legitimately could take the victory here if they play their cards right. Quintus Gillespie right now is going after the lead that Mark Klapzul's had this whole race. The chances of a first BMW win. Oh, and Gillespie going way off the track. Oh, my. He will rejoin in 5th place, I do believe. Yes, he will. Mark is a little too far behind to really make the needed dent. 4-way battle for the lead. Gillespie still sort of there. Actually recovered reasonably well. Mark Klapzul still leading the way. Still fighting hard. DeBonis, Lauer, and Monds have all won this season. Klapzul has not. The entire BMW team is not. And DeBonis is going for it. No, not quite. Lauer on the outside. Nothing really happening yet. Jason Monds is going for the outside as well. I think Lauer is going to lose a spot here. Nope, not quite. Still hanging in on 3rd place. Fantastic battle here. You have to wonder who really has the pace of this group. Because we know that Klapzul is holding it up. He's the stopper in the bottle. He is not fast enough to compete with the front runners. But he is damn well going to defend his position, as is his right. Gillespie is coming back into play here than the white Mercedes back in 5th place after his moment. And the man who's probably also catching this is the 6th place car of Mike Mark in the 2nd BMW, who has historically been the fastest of the BMWs this season. Getting a little bit wide there in turn 3. I think that's going to be enough to get DeBonis through. Alessio DeBonis taking the lead. Will Martin Lauer, Jason Monds, and Quintus Gillespie in the Mercedes has come through next. They're all over the place. We're talking like 3 wide and stuff. This could get very, very interesting. Ah, Klapzul lost it. And contact! Contact! Gillespie's off. Klapzul is off. Monds was involved in that as well. Mike Mark is up into 2nd place. It's amazing. Oh, it's 3rd place, pardon me. Martin Lauer is still in 2nd. He was not involved in that. He had passed Klapzul in time to avoid the accident. He's got some serious pace, though, because DeBonis had a decent lead over him. And Lauer is all over the Audi, looking to make the sweep for Mercedes count here. Mark, Raggio, Gillespie 5th, Monds 6th. 7th will be Klapzul, 8th Martel. 9th place is Magasevich, and 10th is Stokes. Stokes must have had another incident to be this far back. Back at the front, DeBonis defending hard against Martin Lauer. Mercedes has had the pace here. They have been the car to be at the Sonoma races so far. And it feels like it might be a matter of time before this happens. There are a few passing spots at Sonoma. Ooh, side by side in the high turn S's. That's ballsy. Lauer going down the inside at the hairpin. Keeps it tight, keeps it tight, keeps it tight, and makes it stick. So many attempts in that hairpin actually have not paid out, so congratulations to Martin Lauer. He is through. But coming back is DeBonis. This turn 2, so easy to get wrong. Opens the door a lot. Both men are tight through there, though. For now, that seems to have settled down. Carl Raggio is charging up behind Mike Mark, looking for the podium. And then the Mercedes of Gillespie and Monds. Klapzul, Martel in 8th place. 9th place belonging still to Magasevich. He's got Stokes on his tail. Martin Lauer leading the way. Still from Alessio De Bonis. I don't know if this fight is over. This fight could still be going. It's got life in it, I think, yet. Lauer does appear to be easing away a little bit, though, in the number 3 Mercedes. Time is running down. There will be probably 4 laps after this. Maybe 5. Mark's still holding third, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Carl Raggio has actually lost ground in the battle to get onto the podium. I do believe he's further behind the BMW than he once was. Gillespie under siege from Race 1 winner Jason Monds. Monds is the fastest car on the track, I think, theoretically, but that incident with Klapzul has put him further back. Speaking of Klapzul, he somewhere lost 7th place to Rick Martel. So the number 84 Mercedes is also coming through the field. And just way back, Wes Stokes is having a miserable day. A couple of mistakes. He'll be happy to just get some points out of this. And Mike Magasevich, it's been a rough run here at Sonoma for him. Oh, De Bonis has taken the lead again. I wonder if that's a mistake because it does seem like Lauer is faster. Has got it. He's trying to make a move on the inside at the hairpin again. Not quite. Not quite enough speed. Can he get back through into the lead of this race? We're going to take a quick look at some of the other battles through the field because we got a good one going on for 5th right now as well. Like Mark Raggio, that seems to be somewhat stabilized. Gillespie is under pressure from Jason Monds here on lap 11. Battle for 5th place right now. Monds, the dominant championship leader, looking to get every point he can. It's been very fast this weekend for this round. And De Bonis still holding against Lauer. Lauer goes off the track. First sign of real struggles for the Mercedes crew. Gillespie still hanging on to 5th against Jason Monds. Nice to see the Mercedes team not really implementing any kind of team orders here, that's for sure. Because Gillespie, due to some attendance issues, has not really had the championship march we'd expected. They're also catching up to Raggio, although the hairpin will work there. Kind of an anticlimactic pass there for Jason Monds. Rick Martel, Klapzul, you can see in the background. That's 7th and 8th place. At the front, it's still De Bonis leading here, trying to get a win for Audi. 3 different marks actually currently on the podium. Nice thing to note. Although Carl Raggio is doing his best to possibly end that. He's putting the pressure on. And you got to feel Jason Monds is coming. Ooh, wide! And Lauer, that should be a pass through the hairpin again. That's the second time he's done De Bonis in there, actually. Takes back the lead with only 2 laps to go. Pressure also on for 3rd place as well. Not really sure if Monds can make up that ground to really bring himself into contention here. We'll see if Lauer can pull away from De Bonis a little bit. He has seemed to be the faster car, although a bit ragged at times. They're coming up to the lap traffic of Mike Magasevich's Audi. Here in what should be the penultimate lap of this race. Will the lap traffic play a role? Could we see a Hakkinen-Schumacher 2000 here? as the leader begins the final lap. Raggio somewhere along the line, looks like maybe in the hairpin, has done Mike Mark in action for third place, denying BMW its podium. Does Mark have anything to come back against Raggio with? And does Jason Monds have some kind of impressive speed? Oh, I think that answers our question. Mike Mark, very off the track. Minor contact with Jason Monds. He'll also lose to Gillespie. Should rejoin safely in 6th place ahead of Martel and Klapzul. Wes Stokes still in 9th place. Magasevich getting put down a lap by Lauer. I would say that the gap has grown significantly. I think you're looking at your race winner, Martin Lauer, heading into the final turn. Magasevich getting out of the way. Oh, no, not quite. Looked like he tried to get out of the way of DeBonis, and it didn't quite work. Martin Lauer takes race 2. Magasevich will finish in 10th. That'll be 2nd place for Alessio DeBonis. Caraggio on the podium due to the late mistake there from Mike Mark. Jason Monds. Quintus Gillespie actually was coming back at him a little bit towards the end there. Not enough to pry 4th place away from the championship leader. Mike Mark in 6th. 7th is going to be Rick Martel, although Klapzul putting good challenge on late. He's P8 after leading a large portion of this race. And Wes Stokes safely in 9th. The car behind him, Mike Magasevich, is lapped and thus will not be able to catch up to him. That's Sonoma's weekday races. Tune in for the weekend races that are coming up later on this week. And then it's off to Laguna Seca for round 5 of the Zero Racing Championship.